Today on Cruiseman's Garage, we're installing this front fender extension from Chrome.
This video is sponsored by Cruiseman's Garage Honda Goldwing Maintenance Video Series.
Hey everybody, Cruiseman here once again for Chrome, and today we're going to be installing this front fender extension for the 2018 Plus Honda Goldwing. Let's open it up, take a look. We've got some mounting hardware here. And this is the fender extension. It's basically a real simple install. Involves a couple of screws, drilling a couple of holes, and using some of this 3M adhesive foam. What this is going to do is going to keep the front of your engine cleaner. Keeps all that rocks and mud and dirt and crap from flying up from the road. Also could prevent some rock from damaging maybe your lower cowl or other parts. So the idea here is to keep everything a lot cleaner and possibly prevent some damage. So it's a pretty simple install. I'm going to head out to the garage and install this on my 2018 Goldwing. At the end of this video, I'll tell you how you can enter a drawing for free super clean products. Let's take a quick look at everything you're going to need to complete this installation. First, I have the Chrome front fender extension for the GL1800 kit, which includes their instructions, the fender extension, and the hardware. I also have a roll of shop towels. You could also use paper towels. Some isopropyl alcohol, a good all-purpose cleaner, I like Super Clean, and a cleaning brush. You will need a portable drill and a 1/4 inch drill bit. You'll need a 4mm Allen wrench. I'm going to use a silver Sharpie. They also recommend medium thread lock. I'm using Permatex Blue, a pick or a small ice pick or awl, and I'm using a small flexible ruler. There's also one thing I didn't put in the picture, and that is masking tape. The first order of business is to clean the front of the motorcycle. I'm going to clean this cowl area in front of the engine just so since I'm down here, might as well do it. And then I'm going to be cleaning the underside of the rear portion of the front fender. And that's because we're going to be using this 3M adhesive foam, and that's going to fit up underneath. And we want to make sure we have a good clean surface. Now, I like using Super Clean. I think it's one of the best, if not the best, all-purpose cleaners and degreasers, and that's what I'm going to use for my cleaning task today. You may have noticed there's very little space between the tire and the underside of this fender. And that's why I like the aerosol Super Clean. I think it's easier to kind of shoot it up in there and get it to go better than the pistol grip sprayer. You could use either one. And then I'm going to use this little cleaning brush to do my best to get up in there and kind of scrub it a little bit. I'm also going to follow up with one of the blue shop towels, and it's a good idea to do this from both sides of the motorcycle because you may not be able to reach around all the way around to the other side. So I'm going to do this on both sides to make sure I get as much dirt, grime, and mud and grease off of that underside of that fender. Now we're ready to use the isopropyl alcohol to clean the underside of that front fender, the back portion of the front fender, obviously. And I'm just going to put some on a blue shop towel, reach up with my hand and move it around and get as much of that, or hopefully all of the grease and any remaining dirt and stuff off of there. Otherwise, we won't get good adhesion with that 3M adhesive pad that's on the back side of that fender extension. So you want to do this from both sides of the motorcycle as well. Now I'm going to put a piece of masking tape on the side of that fender from the bottom corner up a few inches, about 3 or 4 inches should be plenty. Next, following Chrome's instructions, which you should do to the letter, by the way, I'm going to measure 1 3/4 of an inch up from that bottom corner of the fender. And I swapped out my ruler for a more flexible small ruler, made it much easier. And we want to come up from that corner 1 3/4 inches. And then we're going to come in from that point 7/16 of an inch. Half an inch is 8/16. I'm going to put my dot right there. And that's where we'll drill our hole. Now I am going to use a pick or you could use an ice pick or an awl. I'm going to come down just a little because it's up above this line just slightly. And I am going to put my mark right about there. And that's where we're going to drill. The instructions don't say to do this, but before I drill a hole, remember your tire is less than probably 3/4 of an inch from the back side of this fender. So you don't want to drill so far that you drill into your tire, obviously. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little piece of scrap wood I have, and I'm going to put it behind this fender. That way, if the drill goes all the way through, it will stop it, and I'll at least feel something before I hit the tire. I'm just going to kind of shove it up in there and hold it in place with one hand as I drill. Now I'm going to drill a pilot hole using a really small drill bit first, and then I'll come in with my 1/4 inch hole. Okay, it's through. Okay, now I've switched over to my 1/4 inch drill bit and grab my piece of wood here. I don't think it's necessary. Okay, but that is our hole. Now we just need to repeat the exact same process on the other side of the motorcycle fender. The next step is to remove this tape and begin to stick it down. Now what I'm going to do, I am going to peel this off like this about halfway, and I'm going to bend it so that I could get to it from the other side. And the reason I'm doing that is I want this to stick on this side, but I can't really reach around and make sure I line up the other side from over here. Once I get on the other side, I'll peel this off and make sure it's stuck down correctly on the other side. And I'm not going to press it firmly. I just want to hold it in place. So let's put this up here like this. I'm going to try to get it lined up on the other side, but it's hard because you can't see on the other side. I can grab this adhesive tape, and now I can pull it off. And now I can make sure that that edge is lined up on both sides before I completely adhere it. Sorry for this shot being a little out of focus, but now I'm just going to take one of those nut plates, put it behind the fender, and then we'll take one of our screws, and using a 4mm Allen wrench, we'll just screw it in, and we'll do this on both sides of the motorcycle, and we're done. Showchrome makes dozens of accessories for the Honda Goldwing, all of which can be purchased from your local Honda dealer. They almost all sell Showchrome, from your favorite online parts reseller, direct from showchromeusa.com, or through my Amazon store. And I'll put links to all of these in the description of this video, except for the local Honda dealer. You'll probably buy those in person. Our friends at Super Clean are giving away a spray bottle of liquid Super Clean and an aerosol can of Super Clean to one lucky viewer. Now, you do have to register for this free drawing. There's no purchase necessary. You don't have to subscribe. You don't really have to do anything. You just have to enter. And the winner will be drawn on July 1st, 2023. So just go to the website on the screen, fill out the registration, and we'll let you know if you are the lucky winner. Thank you, Super Clean, for hosting this drawing. As always, if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to click that like button. That really does help the YouTube channel. And I'll see you on the next Cruiseman's Garage.